Hi, everybody. Hey, welcome to the Animal Lovers Cafe. I'm so happy that you're here joining me live here in the cafe. Luna is here. She's been just running all around, rubbing up next to the microphone, just distracting me, right? Don't you love it when your animals are like trying to get your attention? It's like all about me, right? Do your animals do that? Well, I want to welcome you again to the Animal Lovers Cafe. And did you know that this week is National Pet Week? All week. It started evidently last Sunday, and it goes through tomorrow, Saturday. So have you ever heard about it? Because I hadn't really, or maybe I just never paid attention to it. So write yes or no in the comments, like you've heard about it or you haven't heard about it. Let me know. I'd love to know if I'm the only one. Maybe I'm not. I just think it's really, I don't know about you, but I think every day is National Pet Day, or Pet Week, or Pet Year, or whatever. And I don't like to use the word pet anyhow. I prefer animal companion, right, or something like that. But anyhow, so speaking of National Pet Week, do you know the purpose? Like there's a purpose for this. So if you don't know, or you do know, you're in the right place, because we're going to be talking about all things animals, all things animal companions right here, right now. And we're going to be celebrating our animal companions right now. Like, let's just celebrate them. Take a moment and think about your animal companions, whoever they might be. So let me know in the comments, do you have a dog, a cat, a horse, a mouse, snake? There's all kinds of wonderful animals that we are here celebrating right now. Oh, there goes Luna. I wasn't sure if that was her brother. That's Luna. So she's like, okay, my work is done. And she's moving on. She's going on, or maybe I think, you know what she just said? She just wants to, she's checking outside the cafe just to make sure that everybody is here. So speaking of everybody that's here, let's just go outside the cafe and see who is here. So there's Rudy right down here, my little kitty greeter, always there, welcoming you, always here, welcoming you to the cafe, welcoming your animal companions, inviting you to come on in. And of course, there's our usual, our usual friendly animals that are always here gathering. We have a horse and a cat and a dog and a pig and butterflies. And of course, Marcus's llama with the flip-flops and his green bow tie. Don't you love him? And the little lamb and the friendly snake and the squirrel, all inviting you to come on in, come on inside the cafe, and just join us for a little bit, celebrating animals. And if you're new, please write new in the comments so I can say hi to you, and so all of the members of the cafe can say hi to you and welcome you. And if you are new, then you don't know me. My name is Janet Dobbs of Animal Paradise Communication and Healing, where my greatest joy is to help you discover your unique way of telepathically communicating with animals. Yes, you can. And yes, we will. Yes, you do. Oh my gosh, I'm just really excited about National Pet Week. So have you ever heard about it? Because I really hadn't until somebody asked me about, hey, are you doing anything for National Pet Week? And I was like, National what week? Now? So it's this week, all week. And I did a little digging, and you can too. So just do a Google search so you can learn about all things National Pet Week. But the AVMA, the American Veterinary Medical Association, is the one who puts this on, who sponsors this every year. And there is a link in the description if you want to check out exactly what they are celebrating. And I also put a link because this is really important to me, to the American Holistic Veterinary Medical Association. Say that fast, right? It's the AHVMA, the American Holistic Veterinary Medical Association. You might want to check that out. It has all kinds of information about holistic medicine and also veterinarians that might be in your area that practice not just conventional medicine, but holistic medicine. And I just really celebrate both. All of our doctors are medical professionals who take care of our animal companions. So that's part of the celebration. Yeah, so check out the link in the description for National Pet Week to just, maybe learn a little bit more. And when you go on the site, so there's lots of activities going on. So let me see, where do I have that? Let's see. Oh, there we go. So here's some activities that are going on or that you can do. These are suggestions that the AVMA has on their site and some others that I found. So this is kind of for each day, a celebration or things to do. So day one, they say, choose well, commit for life. What do you think about that? I mean, that was like a no-brainer for me, but I guess a lot of people, when they choose their animal companion, oh, isn't that the cutest little puppy? That's the most adorable dog. Do you know that this is a commitment? A horse, a bird. Like, do you know that there are like some parrots that live for way over 90 years? So if you're like 10 or older, when you get a parrot, the ones that live that long, this is a life commitment. They live that long. They might outlive you. So having that commitment, knowing that this is just not some cute little fuzzy, wuzzy thing, and then you're bored and you're done with it. No, this is a lifelong commitment. Just like our family. They're part of our family. Oh, hi, Marcus. Gosh, Marcus, it's been so long I forget how to do this. I'm so happy you're here. I'm just really thrilled that you are here. And yes, how do I do this? Yes. Okay, wait. It's not working. How do you do this? There. It's been so long I forget how to say hi. Yes, I'm live again, so I forgot to mention that. I'll mention that in a second. So I'm just kind of celebrating National Pet Week and talking about what the AVMA suggests that people do to celebrate. So I was just talking about what they say for day one, choose well, commit for life, and just talking about the fact of the matter that a lot of people don't think about the future. They see a cute baby, little kitten, a little fluffy puppy, and they are adorable. But they, first of all, go through their kittenhood and their puppyhood, and that's fun, just like a baby, a human baby. They go through they totally depend on us for everything. But we're committed through the good and the bad. It's a commitment. It's not so many people, sadly, throw away their animals or take them, to a shelter and drop them off. So there's a lot to learn, and animals ask me, why? What did I do wrong, Mom? What did I do wrong? I miss my mom. I miss my dad. I want to go back. And as an animal communicator, I've had often to explain why we humans do what we do. Sometimes the answer is, I don't know. We're just human, and we do things that we don't realize affect others, right? So I'm not going to get into that. That's not what this is about. This is about celebrating our animal companions. So day 2, they suggested that we think about, behavior, health, habits for healthy pets. So, each animal species they're all different. They have different behaviors, different needs. So learning what those are. And then the next day, they suggest to learn about, celebrate, educate yourself about nutrition and exercise, because those are very important. Nutrition for humans, but also nutrition for animals. So again, this is something that I could just talk on and on and on about. I have nutrition, but learn ingredients. What are they? I'm not going to go into that now. But learn the ingredients that are, read your packages. Whether you buy kibble, check those ingredients, or canned food, or you serve raw food, check out the ingredients and know what they are. Do you know what pet byproducts are? Look it up. If it's on your can, if it's on your bag, you might want to move on to something else. So just learn about that. Nutrition is really important, and exercise. It's like dogs, cats, horses all need to be exercised. So if they're indoor only, like in the case of a lot of kitty cats, make sure you exercise them. How? Well, one of the really best ways is, have you ever heard of Magic Dot, Mr. Dot? We call him Mr. Dot. It's those little laser pointer with the red dot, and you can just kind of take it all. They'll chase it like crazy, but in a way that's really cruel, because when they can't ever catch it. So there's things like da bird, which is a feather on the end of a string, and you just fly it through the air, and it gives the indoor kitty that feeling of jumping and catching and all of those instinctual things that they have. Same with dogs. They need to be outside running and at least walking with you. Horses, of course. A horse, of course. Their exercise. So nutrition and exercise, those are really important. And then love your pet day. Oh, I see. Love your pet, ? Love your pet, see your vet. So I think for me, I feel it's really, really, really important to have a team for your animal companions. What? Not just a veterinarian, but yes, a veterinarian. And I really highly recommend looking into a holistic veterinarian. What is that? So it's a vet that has gone through veterinary school and does everything that a conventional, traditional veterinarian can do or knows how to do. And they've decided to go a step further. So they may be integrated into their practice, chiropractor, acupuncture, homeopathy. There's all kinds of wonderful things that can complement the traditional Western veterinary medicine practices. So that's one of the team members is your veterinarian. We'll talk about that another time. Travel with care. So if you're traveling with your animals, please be prepared. And I've done some videos about traveling in safety with your animals or going on vacations. Just be aware of things can happen. So keep them safe. Whether it's a dog, a cat, a horse, because there's horse trailers, but whatever you have to do to make sure they're safe. Just be really careful, because things can happen. They can get away. They can get lost. That's just so tragic. So just, look into and be prepared when you're traveling with your animals. Just having the basic things like food and water and, the basic going out potty kinds of things. So then the next day they celebrate and think about emergencies can happen, right? Yeah, they can. For humans and for animals, emergencies can happen. So be prepared. So do you do anything to, prepare for an emergency? Do you have a little plan, or do you have some things on hand? Write in the comments and share with me if you do. And then finally, plan for their care. Give them a lifetime of love. That's the bottom line, is just giving them love, them being with us being with them. So that's kind of National Pet Week, but there's so much more. And if you want to find out more about National Pet Week, again, the link is in the description. I have 2 links, actually. So check them both out. Really great information. And do a Google search or search. Not trying to promote Google, but do a search for National Pet Week, because there's all kinds of celebrations going on in your area. So check it out. There might be something. So what are some things that you might do? There's lots of things you could do to celebrate your animal companion. I don't like to call them pets, but that's what they call them, as veterinarians. But there's lots of things that you can do right now to celebrate your animal companions or those that are in need. One of the things I really love is going to your local shelter or your local animal rescue and volunteering. They're always looking for volunteers. And if you feel like you don't have that kind of time to commit, well, check it out because it might not be that much at all. They always need a somebody, and animals need love and attention. So maybe, you could just be somebody who goes and gives the animals that are there waiting for their forever home some love and attention. If you can't do that, you can always, donate goods, food, blankets. They're usually always looking for something like that, depending on what kind of an animal it might be at this rescue. And you can also, they always need money, so the shelters are always in need of money. So that's a really wonderful way to help out animals that are waiting for their forever home, to celebrate your own animals. And is there anything that maybe you do to celebrate your animal companions? Marcus, yes, celebration. So I have been celebrating our animals. And it's like, yay. We have a little visitor back here. It's a little doggy. I think he's a Bernese mountain dog. I've always wanted one. They're huge. They're just lovely. I've never, we don't have a dog, but this is our doggy at the cafe. He's very calm and very well trained, right? He's just kind of giving us our full attention. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so that's kind of National Pet Week. And Marcus, thanks for being here. And yes, I'm back. So I have missed everybody. I've missed you, Marcus, especially. I haven't been here for over 2 months. Sometimes the stuff of life gets, happens, right? So there's a lot of stuff going on that I haven't been able to be here to celebrate with you, to be here with you and your animal companions, but I'm back. And I'm so happy to be back and celebrating our animals, our animal companions with you, celebrating you. And guess what? A little segue here. What is Sunday? Well, here in the United States, and maybe it's all over the world, I don't know. But Sunday, this Sunday, right? Please correct me if I'm wrong, is Mother's Day. So for those of you that celebrate your mother, I always celebrate my mom. I miss her. She's been gone since 2004. My mother-in-law joined her the same year. Yeah. So, missing our moms. So for those of us that are missing our moms, I celebrate with you. Just thinking about them, remembering them. But what about animals? Well, those of us that may or may not have human children, we're moms to animals. And you know what? Not just females, males too. Well, you're dads to animals. You're an animal dad. But let's celebrate. Let's celebrate the animal mothers and the humans that are mothers to animals, because it's a big job, and sometimes it's challenging, but it's so much joy, so much joy, just like being a human mom. But it's our animals. The thing about our animals compared to humans, we don't have to send them to college. They're already brilliant, right? But also, I love to celebrate. And let me see. No, I forgot to, oh, darn. I forgot to put some pictures up. Oh, I would love to share some pictures with you, celebrating our animals that are mommies. So I have a picture, and it's on my website in a blog post of Luna and Max's mommy. She was a little teeny tiny, she was less than 6 months old when she became a mommy, little black, long-haired black kitty. And their mom's name was Cleo. She was just precious. So I celebrate her actually May, because Max and Luna and their 2 brothers were born at the end of May on Memorial Day weekend. So I always celebrate them and their foster mom. I always send a picture of Max and Luna. And then also we had a kitty, Katie. She was a tortie. When we met her, she was a mommy. She had had a litter of kitties, four kitties, and she loved being a mother. How do I know? Well, we had to wait for her to wean her kittens before we could bring her to our home because she was living in foster care. And then little Sammy, he was just a little baby, only 4 weeks old when we met them. And his mommy was a totally different mommy from Katie. So we adopted Katie and Sammy. So every week we would go and visit the two of them, waiting for them to be ready to come home. And every week we showed up. Katie had 4 kitties, and then there would be 5. And like her kitties were like this big, and there would be one that was this big. And the next week, her 4 kitties were bigger, and there was one this big, and then one this big, and 2 that big. I guess she became kind of a foster mom at the same time she was a mom. So there were abandoned little kittens, and they needed a mommy, and Katie was their mommy. So she truly loved being a mother. And I wish I knew more about that when we adopted her, but that's another story for another time. So celebrating not just all of our animal companions, National Pet Week, but celebrating our mothers, the animal mothers. Oh, good. Oh, Marcus, so you're in Switzerland and you have Mother's Day this Sunday as well? That's fantastic. I love it. So are you doing anything special for Mother's Day? So for me, I'm just going to be enjoying my kittens. You know, they're not kittens anymore. I still call them kittens, Max and Luna, little stinker doodles. They're not here right now. They are so excited because part of the reason that I have been gone is we had our backyard and front yard too. We're totally torn apart. We had our cement pond, our frog pond, otherwise known as a human swimming pool, totally demolished. It was 50 years old, and it was just really not a good thing. And then one thing led to another. In the demolition of the pool, part of the foundation of our house was shattered. Whoops. And then that led to a whole lot of things. So, you'll bring flowers. I love flowers, don't you? I think that we should give men flowers too. I just love flowers. And you know what? My kitties, I can't have flowers, live flowers, because I eat them. They think they're so pretty, and then they smell them, and they go like, oh, taste. And then they taste them, and then they eat them. And yeah, all of our kitties have done that. Sammy loved to eat roses. Like, forget that. But yeah, so I'm just really excited about this week and celebrating with all of you. And yeah, oh no, yes, absolutely. And then Max and Luna when they were really little, they were into everything and they ate everything. So the only thing they're allowed to have is fresh catnip from outside. So it grows kind of wild because I planted seeds and they just go everywhere. So I make a bouquet for them and they can eat the fresh catnip safely. A lot of other flowers aren't safe for animals to eat. It's poisonous, deadly, that kind of stuff. But that's part of, so with National Pet Week, being aware of keeping our animals safe, excuse me. That's another thing that I've been dealing with. It's a cough for over a year and a half. Anywho, keeping our animals safe. But I love flowers. I think nobody can ever go wrong with flowers, whether they're, planted in a pot, growing out in the wild, or a beautiful bouquet. Because a lot of people say, oh, that's really horrible because you've killed the flowers and they're just going to die. But here's the thing. Don't you know that flowers, when they grow outside in the wild or wherever they're growing, eventually they die. So I've talked to the flowers, and they just love it when we admire them and when we love them. And they give great joy just by being who they are. So they have great joy when we have great joy from them. So, sorry, I went off on a little tangent about flowers, but I love flowers. I love flowers. Oh my gosh. So I just want to thank you all for being here with me celebrating National Pet Week. Celebrate your animals. And just a little tease. This is unannounced and it's not scheduled yet, but I am going to come live here. So just come on back on Sunday, this Sunday, Mother's Day. So we're going to celebrate, and I'll bring pictures of Max and Luna's mommy, but we're going to celebrate animal mothers and we're going to celebrate humans that are mothers of animals. So please join me on Sunday. You'll just have to stay tuned. But it'll be Sunday. Well, Sunday, East Coast time. East Coast America time. Anyhow, I'm just happy to be back and looking forward to just continuing to celebrate animals. And I would love to hear what you're going to be doing to celebrate your animals every day. Every day is a celebration, right? Okay, so take care. Have fun with your animals. And just have a little music to dance us out. And this is called Dancing Like Your Animals. Take care, everybody. Thanks for being here.